short supply here to get 3 goals as well.
Yeah, it is, and Morecambe are a difficult side to break down. You know, they've had lots of games that are sort of very close, and you've got to keep chipping away at them because they get numbers behind the ball and they leave it to their front lads to get on the end of things, free kicks, set plays, all that sort of stuff. But we said at half time, you know, we had a real poor first 10 minutes. We were really dopey at that time, but we recovered and then started getting into the game a little bit, winning our tackles and having a little bit more play. And then we said at half time we just needed to make sure we stay in the game and make sure we still keep to the plan, keep doing the right things, keep working. And obviously the first goal, you earn your luck really. It was Jarrell's goal, but obviously it was quite a big deflection. And then 2 good headers from Pelly and Boyley, you know, for the second goal. And then the third goal was a great cross from Lloydie and a great header from Pelly, which justified him being in that position on the day. And then we saw the game out. Lovely, you know, that's how you want to see the game out. You can get a few subs on. Yeah, I enjoyed the last 20 minutes because we were 3-0 up and looking very strong.
And people look at it as 3-0, but that first 10 minutes, Scott Flinders was a wonderful save inside the first 2 minutes.
He did make a couple of really good saves from the same attack actually, I think it was. And he actually made one in the second half as well, down low. And you know, goalkeepers have to earn their money as well. You know, they have to make saves and they have to win, like goal scorers score winning goals, they have to make match-winning saves, and that's what he done. He kept us in it, and that's what he does. And he was captain today, so I'm sure he didn't want to let a goal in on his captain's day.
And there haven't been that many clean sheets in recent weeks, so you talked about seeing the game out. How important was that clean sheet?
I thought after the 10 minutes, I thought our back four played well. I thought Grimes and Boyley were very good in the air. You know, I'm talking 80 minutes after the first 10. I thought Towles had his best game, Taylor Moore, and Ilias was man of the match. I knew why we had to get a bigger scoreboard so we could get his name across it. And I was pleased with them 4, and then when we made sure we shut shop a little bit by sticking Joe Roden in a central midfield deep position after Knight's come off with a bit of a grind. But I'm sure he'll be okay, just a bit tired, because the lads put a lot of work in today. Get Brian up there, I wanted to move Mo out just to see if we couldn't get him a goal. It was a great free kick and their goalkeeper made a great save as well. So all in all, it was, you know, our supporters appreciated the game and we saw the game out well.
And how pleased are you with George today?
Well, very pleased. I said to George at the end there, you know, when you have a league debut, it's got to be memorable for the right reasons. And you know, he played his part. He had a couple of miscontrols. Where, you know, that's what happens when young lads play. But he made a fantastic cross for Pelly's goal. And now he's got that league debut, 90 minutes under his belt. Now, you know, hopefully he can kick on again. But yeah, I was very, very pleased with him for a league debut. You never get a second chance to create a first impression, and that's why you have to make sure that it's the right time to bring these people through.
And Harry Pell's starting to come into the goals. You say that justification of him playing on the wide so he can come in at the back post, because he's quite a threat at the back post for those headers.
Well, of course he is. If you were 6'7", you'd be a threat, or you should be. And if he times it and we get the right ball in, then I thought he attacked both headers very well, one for an assist and one for the goal, and the goalkeeper couldn't get across and just had to parry it in the back of his net. So I'm pleased for him, you know, because he needed a goal. He liked scoring, and we can get his long legs running up and down over there to chase things, and that is a threat on the back post.
4 games to go now. What would he be looking for now in those 4 games?
Just a little bit of consistency maybe from the team. Hopefully we don't have too many 10 minutes like we had there, but just keep going. You know, you're not going to get relegated, you're not going to get promoted, but we have to stay competitive, and I want to still do that. And of course, you know, we're building up to, you know, the Gloucestershire Cup final for Saturday, so that's, you know, we can't forget that that's not a big game for everybody. So it's good to be able to prepare all week, knowing that we've got this local cup final coming up on Saturday.
and Forest Green Rovers have lost today, so they're still in the mix at the bottom. A bit of an edge to it from their side, certainly.
Well, I'm sure there will be, and that even makes it, even more competitive, the game. So the fourth game before the end of the season is still competitive, and I like that. I want to see that. I want to see our players in competition. I want to see how they come through these games that mean a lot. This is, I suppose, we've got to sort of treat it a little bit like a playoff game. How it means a lot to the winners to win it.
Gary, thanks so much.